And my husband was in the backyard of our house, and he smelled smoke, and he goes, "What's that? Who's barbecuing at this time of the day?" Walked out, and about a few more minutes later, the whole sky was dark with smoke.
And we begin tonight with that breaking news near Prescott Valley. That is where that brush fire burning out of control.
It is moving so fast, already destroying a handful of homes. Families didn't get too much warning. So let's take a closer look. We've got a map to show you where this is.
Yeah, this has already burned about 2,000 acres along Highway 89A, just north of Prescott Valley, south of Chino Valley tonight. 250 firefighters currently out there fighting this fire, trying to keep it from destroying even more homes. They've been attacking this fire from the ground, from the skies, even at times using air tankers.
And the latest acreage, 2,500 acres. It keeps growing so fast. Jerry Ferguson is flying over the fire tonight in our Lions Roofing news chopper. What are you seeing from your vantage point, Jerry?
Yeah, and bear with us as we swing around. I wanted to give you a shot of where this is at. So let me zoom in and show you folks exactly where this is at. That's Prescott Valley, the town of Prescott Valley. As I zoom out, this is directly north of the town of Prescott Valley in the Viewpoint subdivision. That's the subdivision that this fire was named for. This tells the story of how close that fire got to the subdivision. Look at that, those homes. This could have been disastrous for that neighborhood. You can see it was the firefighters, a combination of firefighters and the direction of the wind that brought that fire right up to the edge of that subdivision, but didn't burn any of the homes there. Unfortunately, once it got north of that subdivision, it did get into some homes, and unfortunately it burned a few homes down here. You can see it kind of is just sort of willy-nilly. You can see a home there completely surrounded by fire but not burned, and then back up here there's a home that is totally destroyed, a structure there. It looked like, all in all, we counted maybe 5 structures that had burned. That's not an official number or anything, but I want to swing back around and show you some of the slurry lines that the airdrops have done. Those are very effective, and you can see not a whole lot of fire at this point. So I'm not prepared to say that they're totally out of here, but
And that, my friend, sorry for the digital mashup there. That is our Jerry Ferguson flying high and over those fires tonight in our Lions Roofing news chopper. We'll check back in with Jerry as the newscast continues tonight. Folks, our team coverage continues at this hour. We're going to take you now from the skies to the ground.
Lauren Reimer is live in Prescott Valley, where fire came roaring through so close to those homes, Lauren.
Yeah, we're just north of Prescott Valley, kind of underneath where our chopper was flying. You can see where that fire just came roaring through here a couple of hours ago. Behind me, hundreds of acres of burned and blackened land. Amazingly, fire crews were able to get it to stop before it reached all of these homes behind me, coming within, in some cases, just feet of their backyards. Now, unfortunately, some homes were not so lucky. We know at least 2 homes north of us are confirmed destroyed, and between 3 and 4 more are likely lost, as well as dozens of outbuildings like garages and sheds. Now, right now, for those neighborhoods, evacuations are underway. Those include the residents of Poquito Valley Road, north of Acre Way, the community of Antelope Meadows, where we're told there are another 400 homes directly in the line of this fire. Now, you can probably hear it, but the wind has been making this problem just so much worse this afternoon. Right now, crews are trying to keep this fire from spreading anymore. They're doing water drops and fire retardant drops. Now, they don't exactly know how this started, but they say it spread quickly, and some of these residents had very little warning.
I just can't believe, when they say fires come up on you and they're in their immediate type of thing, that is what this was. I had no idea, sitting in my house, that devastation happened so close.
Oh, it was just crazy. It just roared right through here. It didn't stop for nothing. It's just like a freight train.
Well, neighbors who live back here, they tell me that they haven't had rain in a very long time. This entire piece of land, it's all this dry grasses, not a lot of cactus, kind of just open pasture land. So you can see it didn't take much for that fire just to come ripping through here, you guys. Lauren Reimer for Arizona's Family.
All right, Lauren, as always, thank you. As Lauren just reported, extremely, you could even hear it in her live shot, just how windy it is out there today. We do have a red flag warning across most of the state, including, yes, right here in the valley.
Ashley DiMartino is in for Royal tonight with our fire forecast. Ashley.
Yeah, and she was also reporting up there that they are definitely seeing very dry conditions. Prescott Valley and Prescott in that extreme drought category, much like most of central and portions of northern Arizona are, because it has been months since we've seen measurable rain, and with the extended forecast, those conditions could only worsen. So we take a look at what we are seeing out there right now. We've got a temperature of about 77 degrees. Humidity is at 15%. And when we're talking about the winds, they are out of the southwest, still very strong tonight. Sustained winds at about 32 miles an hour with wind gusts on top of that of 41 miles an hour. And the winds have been a problem across the entire state for us today, as you can see, with our strongest all across northern Arizona. And as you take a look at the wind gusts that are on top of this, our strongest in Flagstaff at 47. But even down in Sedona, we've got wind gusts of about 35 miles an hour. So we're going to continue to stay dry. We're going to see strong winds through this evening. They'll slightly relax as we head into the start of the day for tomorrow, but it's really going to take until tomorrow night before we will see those winds really kind of calming down. Now, the entire state, as Brandon mentioned, is under a red flag warning. This is going to go until 8 p.m. this evening. There are still going to be portions of far northern Arizona that will be under a red flag warning for tomorrow. But here's the good news. With a storm system that's going to be moving through, at least temperatures are going to be dropping, and a little bit of some very limited moisture is going to come into the state as well as we head through the weekend.